Hello everyone, I am Bushobek Mitra from Class 12 Commerce. Every year, 1st May is celebrated as May Day. But why? What is its significance? May 1st is a metonymy for International Workers' Day or Labour's Day. This day is to recognize the contribution of workers to the strength, prosperity and well-being of our country. According to Edwin Osgood, the dignity of labour depends not on what you do, but how you do it.
Hello everyone, I am Ognivo Dash of class 11 Science. Do you know who is the father of labour welfare in India? Narayan Meghanji Lokhande, remembered as the father of Indian labour movement. Narayan Meghanji Lokhande fought for providing numerous facilities which were enjoyed by workers today. Lokhande founded the Bombay Mills and Association in 1890, which was the beginning of the labour union movement in India. Other early organizations in this movement were the Amalgamated Society of the Railway Servants in 1897, the Printers Union of Calcutta in 1905, and the Calcutta and Madras Postal Unions in 1907. Now the question may arise, who was the founder of the International Workers of the World? Among the founders of the IWW were William D. Haywoods of the Western Federation of Miners, WFM, Daniel De Leon of the Socialist Labour Party, and Igmin V. Debs of the Socialist Party. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Srijita Chakraborty from Class 11 Commerce. Do you know which industry has the largest labour in India? Agriculture industry consists of 41.19%, industry sector consists of 26.18% and service sector consists of 32.33% of total labour force. Why is Labour Day celebrated on 1st May? In 1889, an International Federation of Socialist Groups and Trade Unions designated May 1 as a day in support of the workers in commemoration of the Haymarket riot in Chicago in 1886. Labour Day became an official holiday in Germany in 1933 after the rise of the Nazi Party. Labour Day has its origins in the Union Labour movement of the United States in the 19th century. In 1889, the Marxist International Congress Socialist adopted a resolution for a great international demonstration and demanded that workers should not be made to work for more than 8 hours a day. After this, May 1 was an annual event and it was celebrated every year.
Which countries celebrate May Day as Labour Day? More than 80 countries, including India, observe this day. The roots of May 1st can be traced to the second part of the 19th century when there were revolutions and organizations behind which industrial workers rallied. Countries like Germany, France, England, Cuba, China, and the US saw demand for reducing work time from 12 to 15 hours a day to only 8 hours. Why is Labour Day celebrated in India? In India, people started observing the day on 1st of May 1923 after the Labour Kisan Party of Hindustan was initiated and Comrade Singaravelar held the celebrations in Madras, now in Chennai. This was also the first time the red flag was used in India, a resolution stating the government should allow everybody a national holiday on Labour's Day. May Day is also considered as Maharashtra Day and Gujarat Day. The day marks the formation of the state of Maharashtra, which occurred on 1st of May 1960 following the partition of Bombay state into the linguistic states of Maharashtra and Gujarat. Labour Day is also known as Kamgar Divas, Kamgar Din, Karmika Dinacharan in Kannada, Karmika Dinotsavam in Telugu, Shromik Divas in Bengali, and Antarashtriya Shramik Divas. The day is considered a national holiday in the country. Goal for celebrating the Labour's Day. The major goal is to acknowledge the immense hard work put in by the working class to educate them about their rights and to protect them from being exploited. Workers must be aware of the opportunities available to them for their welfare and progress.
Hello everyone, I am Shorima Mukherjee from class 12 Science. Meaning of labour. Labour includes both physical and mental work undertaken for some monetary reward. According to Professor Marshall, any exertion of mind or body undergone partly or wholly with a view to earning some good other than pleasure derived directly from work. As I.C. Thomas has said, labor connotes all human efforts of body or mind which are taken in the expectation of reward. For example, the work of a gardener in the garden is called labor because he gets income for it. But if the same work is done by him in his home garden, it will not be called labor as he is not paid for that work. If a mother brings up a child, a teacher teaches his son, and a doctor treats his wife, these activities are not considered labor in economics. Classification of labor: physical and mental labor, skilled and unskilled labor. Skilled labor is that in which special knowledge, learning, training, and efficiency is required in performing the work. For example, the labor of engineer, doctor, teacher, and a scientist has been called as skilled labor, while the work in which special knowledge, learning, training, and efficiency is not required is known as unskilled labor. For example, the work of rickshaw puller, porter carrying luggage on a platform is called unskilled labor. The remuneration of skilled labor is higher than that of unskilled labor. Productive and unproductive labor. Productive labor is that labor which adds net value to the product, while unproductive labor is that which does not add net value, that is, labor producing material goods are productive and labor producing perishable goods, including services of servants, teachers, doctors, etc., are unproductive. But according to Professor Marshall, all labor is productive, which is followed by modern economists. He said no distinction who provides bread for a family and then that of the cook who prepares rice or boiled potatoes.
I am Vinita Parida from class 12 Commerce. Labor law. Labor laws protect employers and keep their costs in check, catering to the interests of both parties. Generally, labor law covers industrial relations, certification of unions, labor management relations, collective bargaining and unfair labor practices, workplace health and safety, employment standards including general holidays, annual leave, working hours, unfair dismissals, minimum wage, layoff procedures and severance pay. Now, the Constitution of India provides detailed provisions for the rights of the citizens. The directives demand that the state provides for securing the health and strength of employees, men and women. The tender age of children are not abused. Citizens are not forced by economic necessity to enter avocations unsuited to their age or just and human conditions of work and maternity relief are provided. List of major labor law acts in India. Law number 1. The Factories Act 1948. This respective law was created to defend the rights and interests of the workers to prevent it from any sort of exploitation done by the factory owners. In this law, it stated that the employers and the Indian labor law factory owners have to assure some sort of working condition for the employees. It's clearly stated that the maximum working hour should not be more than 48 hours a week and a weekly holiday is a must. Law number 2. The Employees Provident Fund Act 1947. The Employees Provident Fund 1952 is sanctioning to make accessible a type of social sanctuary to the commercial employees. This particular act is applicable for every employee who works in a factory or any other establishment enclosed by the systems or any other than a left out an employee who is permitted to work for it and who have become a member of the fund from the very date of joining the factory. Under it, you get the welfares such as medical care, retirement pension, housing, education, of benefits and financing insurance policy, etc. Law number 3. The Maternity Benefit Act 1961. This act is of a great benefit for the expecting mother or woman. Since its inception, women stopped worrying for giving birth to their child, as they started getting maternity leaves much easily, and as this act protects them and their child. This act aims to safeguard the dignity of parenthood by providing payment for the complete care of the woman and her child at the time of maternity, when she is off on leave or when she is not working. Note: every pregnant working woman is qualified for maternity leave. healthcare, and several other benefits if she has worked with the respective organization for at least 80 days. Moreover, the pregnant ladies are entitled to do light work for 10 weeks more as soon as she joins the office again. And if the employer is not providing such benefits, then the employers could also be imprisoned. Law number 4, the Apprentice Act 1961. The Apprentice Act is taken care of so that it could develop the old skill by providing theoretical as well as practical training in the market. Under this act, one is permitted to take casual leave of 12 days, medical leave of 15 days and certain other leaves of 10 days in a year. And one is just required to work for 42 or 48 hours a week. Law number 5, Workmen's Compensation Act 1923. It is one of its kind that is helpful for the person injured in an accident. The Workmen's Compensation Act 1923 intends to form financial protection to the workers as well as their dependents in the form of compensation in the case of accidental injury. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Ivy Nag of class 12 Science. Law number 6, the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Gratuity is a part of the salary received by the employers. The company has to provide them in the form of gratitude for the services performed by them during their tenure. It is one of the retirement benefits that the organization gives to its employees at the time of leaving the company. But for this, they have to complete 1 year of service to get the benefit of gratuity in case of his or her death. Law number 7, the Payment of Wages Act 1936. It aims at dodging avoidable delay of reimbursement of wages without any sort of deduction from the wages. Under this, the employers have no right to take away any money and they have to pay the reimbursement each month on time. To your surprise, even if you are terminated from the services, you are qualified to take your salary for that particular month. Law number 8, the Industrial Disputes Act 1947. This labor law in India is found meaningful for many. For example, if you have a dispute with your boss, you could settle it down through legal means. The employer can't throw you out just like that. They have to give a notice of at least 6 weeks before they fire you out. Law number 9, the Payment of Bonus Act 1965. As a part of profit or productivity, the Payment of Bonus Act 1965 targets to provide a bonus per month and who are involved in any sort of work. No matter if they are skilled, unskilled and highly skilled, they are entitled to get the bonus if they have worked at least 30 working days in a particular year. Law number 10, the Employees State Insurance Act ESIC 1948. This act safeguards benefits for the workers who are sick and get injured somehow while they are working. ESIC is a self-financing securing form and a health insurance scheme for all workers. This scheme provides medicinal benefit for the employees and their families. It also delivers dependence benefit for the dependent relatives in case of death due to any sort of employment injury. In such a case, the employer should deduct and deposit the money each month in the employee's account. Moreover, they should also grant leave to the protected employees based on their sickness certificates. And the employer also has to cover the expenditure in case of a funeral or any other sort of tragedy that happened with their employees. Thank you.
The new labor code will have a direct impact on salaries, provident fund and gratuity of central government employees. It will affect the salary structure and tax ability of the private working class in the whole of India. There are 4 labor codes that will replace the existing Industrial Dispute Act 1947. The new codes are as follows: the Wages Code 2018, the Social Security Code 2018, the Industrial Relation Code 2018, the Occupation and Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code 2018. The key provisions of the new labor code are as follows: an increase of 14.5 times on the existing minimum wages to rupees 15,000 per month, introduction of new pension schemes of employees of in unorganized sectors, and social security fund for all employees will replace the existing employees provident fund. Increase of rupees 3,500 per month on the old age and disability pensions. From 10% to 12% of the salary will now be increase of employers' contribution to the Employees Provident Fund. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Shreyashi Ghosh from class 11 science, and today I am going to talk about how legal awareness of labor laws can be promoted. Governments and institutions both arrange legal literacy events and awareness campaigns in our society. For instance, camps, lectures, interactive workshops or crash programs are very effective in the education of law. Road shows, radio talks, street and theatre plays, books, periodicals, posters, charts, distribution of pamphlets, brochures, stickers, display of paintings and illustration in comics are some other ways used to ensure public for various legal mobilization activities. Strategically located display boards in public places like railway station, bus station, marketplaces, in front of major government offices and police station also help the government officials, police and public to understand the spirit of law. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I am Shanjarima Sarkar from class 11 Humanities of Narmada High School. Get to know your rights at work. Only when everyday citizens are made aware and mobilized, we can expect a fair and just working of systems in order. This Labor Day ensure we equip ourselves with the rights and laws that protect us. A certain amount of legal literacy is important for our collective empowerment. Thank you.